How's it going, Eli? Silver stacking gold. Hope you can hear me. Let me know if my sound's coming in all right, if you would, please. I'm trying to avoid getting that light. That's why I'm holding the coin a little bit, cupped, so it focuses just on the coin, as well as trying to get the light off of it. Because once that you see that, you can't see anything in the coin. So I kind of have to play with it a little bit. Anyway, it's been a while since I've done a live stream. It's about 6:30 Tucson time. So mentioned I got some good news. Unfortunately, it's not for you or I. I got to read you a little article. Remember Moderna? They're one of the three makers of the the thingy that we're not allowed to talk about. So let me read you this, and and you'll find out what the good news is. Okay, so I didn't bring in my reading glasses, so I might mess up a little bit here. Moderna, which received about $10 billion in taxpayer money, that's yours and my money, to produce has since earned billions more in profits selling it. So they got the money to create it, the 10 billion, and has since earned, and I'm just going off of what it says, billions, plural, in profit selling it. Now, remember, I told you before, they're given away for free, but it's not really for free. See, you and I are taking it. All right, maybe you or I didn't take it. I'm just being, I'm trying to make a point here. We took it. We took it. We didn't have to pay anything up front. But check this out. The government paid on our behalf through a loan through the federal government. Okay, so they take out a loan, they pay for it. So not only did they pay for it, you and I paid for it, but now there's also interest on it. But I'm going off on a tangent here. So just know that. So has since earned billions in profits selling it, was sued. They were sued in 2022, but you and I didn't know that, by Genevant Sciences and Arbutus Biopharma Corporation, which accused Moderna of using technology that they patent in its. The two companies have asked a federal court in Delaware to award them damages for infringement. So I'm not going to read anymore. I'm just going to tell you basically what's happening. The lawyers for Moderna are saying, no, we're not guilty of stealing somebody else's technology and using it. The federal government hired us. Therefore, the federal government, you and I, should be on the hook for any liable damages. Imagine that. All you need to do to read this in full is type in Moderna Lawsuit. Okay? And you'll see tons of articles. The name of this article, Biden's Department of Justice, and that's curious to me. Biden's Department of Justice is quietly trying to orchestrate a taxpayer-funded bailout of Moderna. So they're already expecting Moderna to lose, and it's going to be a significant amount of money. But anything the government pays out, you and I are really paying for it. Okay, they're not afraid to lose lawsuits anymore because they're not on the hook for it. You and I are. Same thing with state government. When you sue the state government, they don't care. They really don't care if they lose a case anymore. They'll do anything illegal to pass their agendas. And when they lose in court, they just shrug their shoulders, bill it to the taxpayer. So here's something that I want you to think about really quick, because I don't know if you caught what I said. Let me see something. So maybe I didn't read that. Basically, the government hired Moderna to create this product. Why did they hire a contract, Moderna, when we had two other companies that already had the technology? Now, these are patented technologies. Sorry for my Biden salad word. These are patented technologies. Therefore, the government already knew there was two companies out there with the technology. Why did the government then still insist on going to Moderna? Boy, I tell you what, I cannot speak today. Could it be because they had a friend at Moderna? They were trying to grease some skids. Maybe Moderna helped contribute to the Democrat Party and they were trying to repay them. Because, if there's two other technologies out there, two other technological companies that already had this technology, why not just go straight to the source and eliminate this lawsuit, this liability case, which falls really upon our laps, you and I, the taxpayer. So I wanted to give a shout out to Superior Rare Coins. They gifted me so if you needed to see the number, just pause the video, go back, pause it. He gave me some cool toys here. Toys. I call it toys, but some nice gifts. I now have some money to go to Mexico. I got some Mexican money here and whatnot. I just wanted to publicly thank him. And if you guys need any rare coins, he's good to deal with. Anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to some of the people that are here. I haven't done a live stream so long. Thank you, Eli and Silver Stacking Gold, for acknowledging that my sound is working properly. Let me lift this up. I noticed that it's a little misaligned. JK Pioneer, appreciate it. Howdy. Above and below. Hello. Esoteric. Nice to see you again as well. So I bought some silver shares. I own a lot now, but don't have physical silver. I can borrow on the shares of the silver to trade and hold. My average is $19.50. And he has 207 ounces. So you don't have, and I say this out of respect, Larry, you don't have 207 ounces. If possible, if you really truly have 207 ounces, I'd cash in those. I would cash in those shares and hold it, because a lot of companies, what they'll do is they'll sell. And I'm trying to oversimplify this so you understand it. They will sell 100 ounces of silver to 10 different people, 20 different people, because what are the odds of someone cashing in and taking their silver? Okay, that's the game. And as soon as one person or two people, just like the banks, pulls their money out, the cards fall. So play at your own risk with the shares. If you don't hold it, you don't own it, really, okay? And that goes for anything that you invest in. Even my 401k is a gamble, so I'm just as guilty as you. But with my silver and gold, I have a rule. Nobody holds my gold and silver. Nobody but me. I like to hold it and fondle it. You see, it's so pretty. Thank you, Larry Summers. Let me see who else is here. LA Prepper, long time no see, man. You go back a few years. LA Prepper in the house. Roan Wood, one of my actually LA Prepper and Roan Wood are here. They're some of my oldest moderators, believe it or not. Roan Wood, man, that's a long time since I've seen both you and LA Prepper. Zuki Play, thank you so much. Zuki Play and I, we normally converse a few times a month over the internet. I'm not internet. Email. He has just started a YouTube channel, so I'd like to give him a shout out. I like doing that. You know, everybody's so cautious about giving other people shout outs, their channels. Oh, I might lose some subscribers. Oh, no, we all started somewhere. So Zuki Play, shout out to his channel. He just started it. He's a little on the new side, but he's coming along, giving some good content. And I'm not afraid of losing any subscribers. Tim Gibson, thank you. Who else is here? Steve, what's up? What's up with you? Constitutional Stacker. Another YouTube channel that recently started. I think he just crusted over, if my memory serves me right, over 1,000 subscribers. Another up-and-coming YouTube channel. So I urge you all to go check him out as well. JK Pioneer, I think I've already mentioned you. And by the way, post your questions. You know, I don't mind. We'll try to answer them, even if it's in the news. If it's something you want to know my opinion on, go for it. Right now, I have some Chilean sea bass in the oven right now. So I'm going to have some fresh fish. Got it from a really nice store that flies in their fish fresh. No, it's not Walmart. They don't fly their fish in fresh. They fly their fish in a year old from last fishing season. Mad Max in the house, Beyond the Thunderdome. Okay, who else here? I Ship, thank you. Gary Hughes, another name. God, I'm starting to get some of the older names back. When I say older names, I'm talking about when I first started my YouTube channel, 2017, 18. Gary Hughes, I now have 15 Silver Eagles and plan to buy more in April from Santa Maria, California. Gary, nice to see you again. Lone Wolf SLV, thank you so much. Glad to see you as well. Beto D, Zuki Play, Fast Eddie. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, so for how many years you've been watching me? Just try to think back. A lot of you guys are old subscribers. How many years have gone by and how many videos have I told you not to keep any money in the bank? With the exception of your monthly bill cycle. So you put just enough money in each and every month just to pay your bills. Or if you got a direct deposit, you leave enough money in to pay that month's bill cycle, and you pull the rest. How many times have I told you that? Well, now we have from what we're told, about 3 banks now that are going to need to be bailed out. Again, more good news for you and I. It's so nice to gamble and not have to feel your own pain, not to have to deal with your own mistakes, because we are the insurance company. We are the slaves. I told you this before. Slavery never ended. Regardless of color, slavery never ended. We are all slaves. Slavery was perfected. I always said the saying, I'll say it perfectly this time. Slavery never ended. It has been perfected. You and I are slaves. Everything that goes wrong with anybody, they do anything, you and I are on the hook for it. So get your money out of the bank. Keep it underneath the mattress, wherever you got to keep it. Invest it into silver, gold, cryptos, whatever your thing is, but just get it out of the bank. So I also had a question. Should you take it out of your 401k and your stocks. First of all, 401k is comprised of stocks and whatnot, bonds and whatnot. So my answer is this. And the other half of the question is, should I still contribute into those investments? So I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just using common sense. And this is what the overtaxed taxpayer is doing. I'm still invested in my 401k because if the stocks fail, stocks always go back up. They always rebound, right? Your 401k comprised mostly of stocks, money markets, bonds, and whatnot. They all rebound. Everything always rebounds. So I kind of, as an investor, just from an investment perspective, I love it when the markets crash. It doesn't really affect me. Obviously, the bailouts are going to affect me. But forget the bailouts for a second. When the markets crash, it's kind of like silver. I can get more stocks per dollar when the markets crash. So no, what I'm trying to say is hold on tight to your other investments. Don't freak out. But yes, get your money out of the banks. Don't need to have somebody else hold it there. For crying out loud, it's not like any of us have $100,000, $200,000 in the bank. So it's not such a large amount. You can't freaking hide it unless you're some kind of cartel freak, and then you need to hook me up with some cash. No drugs. I'll take the cash and silver and gold and whatnot. So that's my answer. I'm staying with my investments. I'm not pulling out of any of my investments. I'm actually praying for the markets to crash, just like I prayed for silver and gold to crash one day. Thank you. What is all-time piece of silver? My favorite all-time piece of silver? Is that what you're asking? I have to say it's the Privateers series. They're the pirates. I don't know why they call it the Privateer series, but it's the ones with the pirates and the treasure chest on them and whatnot. I don't have any out right here, but those are my favorites. I love the silver tin bars, the 5 and 10 ounce bars. I just love those bars. But yeah, I would have to say the Privateer series. I even prefer those aesthetically over something like the Silver Eagle. But would I have the bulk of my stack as Privateer series? Oh, no. The bulk of my stack is Silver Eagles. Turning in from Big Island, Hawaii, tuning in from I'm not wearing my glasses. Everything is slightly blurred. I'm basically going by the shape of the letter, the shape of the blur. Tuning in from Big Island, Hawaii. Great seeing you again. Man, I wish I can go to freaking Hawaii. But you know what? It's kind of like a Doritos chip. One's not enough. So what I'm trying to say is I went to Hawaii. What can I afford? All right. 5 days tops. That's just a tease. That's like having 1 or 2 Dorito chips. If I went to Hawaii, I would love to have like enough time to really experience it. Not just the tourist traps, where, those freaking places where every freaking shop has the same goddamn stuff, the same crap in their stores, the same gifts and souvenirs. I'm not talking about those places. I'm talking about the places where the locals go and whatnot and really enjoy the place. But one of these days, it's on my bucket list. Would love to go to Hawaii and just chill out, get drunk on the beach, just chill out. The elites are immune to consequences. And that was the word I was looking for. It would be so nice to just go out to Vegas, gamble, and not have to pay the consequences for my losses, wouldn't it? Oh, put that. I owe you how much? Oh, and don't forget the drinks I just had, okay? Yeah, you could put that on the taxpayer's bill, okay? Thanks a lot. I'll tip you. That's what's going on now. That's what's going on. There's no repercussions for any bad investing any longer. You and I are on the hook for everything. I always said this: when a company is too big to fail, and that's the excuse they give you, fear. They always market you for fear. When, if this company crashes, or if this bank crashes, or if the freaking, the real estate market crashes, it's going to be the end of your life. If a market, then okay, then Let's take him at their word. If a bank or any business is too big to fail, then it is too big to exist. Okay? Why do you think they limit nuclear weapons? Bad analogy, but you get my point. Beta D. That's what I do. Leave enough for bills and take the rest out. I would. When do you think Dogecoin and Bitcoin are going to pump again? Well, they've already started pumping. Haven't you noticed that Bitcoin's up to $28,000? It's over $28,000 now. Now, keep in mind, just a few weeks ago, all right, we'll just call it 30 days. It was right around the $21,000 mark. So I don't know anything about Dogecoin or Dogecoin. I don't know anything about it, but the markets are pumping right now. I'm looking for XRP to go up, and Theta to go up, and Digibyte to go up. Villain Metals, thank you so much for being here. Will XRP be used as the currency, or will we exchange for dollars? So you're talking about the new monetary system, right? So it's rumored that XRP is going to be the new monetary system. Again, I'm not at the meeting table. I'm not at the bankers, the elites, the Illuminatis, the people who run this world. I'm not at their meeting table, so I can't give you an answer set in stone, but that's the rumor. XRP is the chosen one. So for you folks, I don't have much XRP, but I'm trying to get some more. But for you folks who are thinking about maybe your first cryptocurrency, and I don't want to get bashed, oh, the cryptocurrency, it's the sign of the devil. But if those of you who are thinking about getting your first one, it'd be XRP. Okay. That's the one you should pick. The Elemental Privateer, yeah, it's a nice one. And that's another thing, Celtic Knot. I like the Privateer series also because a lot of them are 2 ounces. I think they're all 2 ounce coins. Just a nice hunk of metal. Nice hunk of metal. I'm keeping my 401k in stocks, but just keeping most of it in bonds temporarily, just keeping enough in the bank. Yeah, especially at work, you're just every payday they take out and allocate some of your paycheck to the 401k. Okay, your employer matches whatever your contract is with them, and you're buying stocks and whatnot. And most of the time, you only get a few stocks if you're lucky. But when the stock market crashes a little bit, you get more. So be foolish. And like I said, they all rebound. It always rebounds. I always hear these old people say, "Oh, I lost money. I lost all this money. I lost $200,000 in the stock market or in my 401k plan." Aside from their argument that they can't retire on their schedule, they didn't lose nothing. It's still there, unless the stock actually went to zero. But you got more problems than you got a bad investment management if they let it go to zero. Crazy vegan. Any thoughts on the price of Palladium? I don't know anything about Palladium. I'm going to be honest with you. I can tell you this: wherever gold goes, just follow gold. Okay. I think Palladium I can't remember if it sits above. No, platinum sits, I think, slightly above gold. I think Palladium might sit under gold. But regardless, just follow gold. You'll know where platinum's going. It's going to go up. If that's what you need to hear from me, it's going to go up because gold is going up. Gold was up just today, $5. Big deal, five whipping dollars. But wait till more of these banks collapse. People are pulling their money out, and most of them are putting them into precious metals now. So you're going to start to see those as the banks fail. You're going to start to see the markets, precious metal markets, increase. Okay, this is a good question. If you don't mind me asking, when you started stacking, do you remember what you paid for your first silver eagle? I think it was in the area of $13, believe it or not. I started stacking in about 2015, give or take. And you, by the way, you can look up historical charts, price of silver 2015. That's about the year I started stacking. Actually, no, I want to take that back because I moved out of a house at 2014 and already had the silver. 2012, 2013 is when I first started stacking silver. And I thought it was $12 to $13 that I paid for my first ounce. And I didn't just buy 1 ounce. I was buying sheets and sheets of 1 ounce bars. Each sheet has like 20 of them. I showed them before. And I must have like 20 or 30 sheets of just 1 ounce bars. I got bored of bars, those 1 ounce APMEX bars. They were from APMEX. I got bored of them because I started getting that collective feeling in me. I started wanting, I want some of those. I want some of those. And, oh, those are pretty. Well, the privateer, or this, or that. When I go quiet, I'm just reading the comments. I'm not ignoring you. Yeah, so Rob Phillips, I do like some generic rounds. So silver is silver, but I'm always a proponent of recognizable silver in the event that you need to sell it or trade it. It's best that it is recognizable. I always said this. However, there are some generic rounds out there that are very recognizable, but some of them also have some pretty artwork. Okay, so I'll see something that I like, and it's as long as it's 999 or 49s, I'll get it if I like it. A good example of and this is just one of many examples of a recognizable generic round, is the buffaloes. The one with the buffalo on it. I forgot what's on the other side. I think might be an Indian or something. I forget. But that's an example of a recognizable silver round, generic. What is the best retirement plan for self-employed? I'm 28, not familiar with any of that stuff, and is it worth doing? Thanks. Again, hotshot. I am not a financial advisor, but I think gold and silver right now are good. I would not rely on gold and silver to sustain you in your retirement years. It's more of an insurance policy. I would definitely consider some kind of mutual fund or something like that. I would also maybe go to a bank. Don't trust anything they say. Just listen to what they got to say and go home and do your research. Because they'll tell you, oh, just invest in that pile of crap. Yeah, the one with the corn in it. Yeah, just invest in that, and you'll be good. Don't just hear what some of the experts have to say. Go home and research their answers. Again, I would definitely get some gold, silver. I would definitely get some cryptos. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people are going to beat me up, and fine, I can take a punch. I made more money on my cryptos than I have on my gold and silver. Okay, just some food for thought, and the markets are going to go up with cryptos. Am I telling you to invest 100% of all your money into it? Absolutely not. But if you have money for investing, another consideration you can do is maybe extra payments towards your home, where you know, that way you pay it off earlier. That in itself is an investment. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I truly am not. You might be able to just Google best investment for retirement and see what some of the people have to say. Go to investment forums. Like, for example, if I'm into home audio, home stereo, home theater, I'm into a bunch of freaking things, photography. I'll go to photography forums or home stereo equipment forums. They have forums for investing. Trust me. And you can pretty much trust those people, the everyday people that go and post questions and give answers. You can pretty much, I wouldn't trust them with my life, but I think I would hold them over a slightly higher regard than some guy sitting at the freaking bank behind his bench, his desk. I'm just saying slightly more. Okay. I would trust him slightly more. It just thoughts on the Trump indictment. I think we've all heard every side of it. I think this is obviously something from Nazi Germany, and you think you're seeing just a taste of what they would do if they can get away with it. And everything always sets a new precedence. Everything always sets a higher bar. Everything always sets what is now considered normal. If they got away with this, they would get away with it with this person, this person, this person. But then there's always that next step. Well, why don't we just bypass the freaking courts and go take them out and shoot them like the gulags or something? Why don't we just set up a burning camp with a bunch of ovens in it? You could see what these people want to achieve and could care less about what is right or wrong. They can care less if somebody rots in jail for supposedly doing something to the Capitol. You can see what you could see what they're capable of doing. Just listen to the words that are coming out of some of these people's mouths on television. They advocate for violence. They say they want to be inclusive. They want to, but they don't want inclusivity. They don't even want to debate because they know they can't win a debate. So what they rather do is shut you up, go to your meetings and crash your speeches and whatnot, because they don't want to hear it, because they got nothing. They can't defend themselves with words. So what they can do is just shut you up. And that's fascism. I mean, that's one step right from socialism and communism. So you see what they're capable of doing. Always multiply that by about 5 of what they would do if there was no laws. They would literally shoot people in the street. Thanks, Celtic. No, I hope that answered. So Nameless has acquired over $1,000 or one. He just said, 1,000 ounces of silver. Good for you. Yeah, well, yesterday the DA was bragging, we're not going to be scared. We're not going to be scared. And this morning when I woke up, they suspended the indictment due to unknown reasons. I guess tomorrow we'll find out if the indictment comes through or whatnot. Something tells me they might have pulled that DA, district attorney, aside and said, listen, you're helping Donald Trump out. You're making him a martyr. You better rethink your strategy. So I think maybe that's a little bit of what's going on. Yeah, land can be a good in a retirement. Miss Aloha. Yeah, I didn't mention that. But land has, like everything else, land can tank as well. Richard Love, great irrigated farmland, good irrigated farmland. Silver cryptos are the investments. Abraham Salazar, gold, silver and gold have never looked better. What are your favorite silvers to buy? I just mentioned that before. I got the Silver Eagles. I love Canadian Maple Leaves. I love the Privateer series. And there's so many other silver rounds that I can't even think of. You know, I love high relief coins. That's the image that pops. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of people, when I say high relief, they give me this puzzled look. It's the image that rises off the coin, or an image that rises off a coffee mug. You go to get a coffee mug and some of the images pop off that high relief. I love those kind of 3D image coins almost. Just so many. Sean Schaefer, appreciate you coming back. Anyway, folks, Seaway 44 here in the house. I was just notified that dinner's ready. It's some fresh Chilean sea bass. So I'm going to go eat. I appreciate you all stopping by. Been online for about 37 minutes. So anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to probably try to make a video on the way to work. That's where I can concentrate the best. You know, it's quiet in the house and whatnot. But anyway, you folks, thanks for stopping by. I got to run. Now, if I could figure out how to end this stream. There it is, the big red button called end stream. I think I figured it out. The reason why I say that is because they keep changing my software on me. YouTube keeps updating their software. So you get used to the end stream button here, and then the next time it's over here. Then it's over there. Then you just can't even figure it out. Anyway, take care.